Hey yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Matthew Maley for MatthewMaley.com. Well, you can tell the stack has gotten a little bit shorter, so we have officially knocked out video 1 of 4 for this round of sneaker collection editions that all got here on the same day. And now it is time for video number 2 of 4. And as I said, we are working our way from 7 to 9, but since there were 3 different versions of the 8s, well, we got to stop there first. And which one is it going to be? Well, if you guys know, these were the 8 version 2 PS. So technically, these came out first. So we have here my very first pair of Air LeBron. Well, I guess what are they? Air Max? No, they aren't called Air Maxes anymore. This is when they changed them to just being LeBrons. So these are LeBron 8 version 2s. Before I show you the shoe, I do want to get up where you can see the box, since this is my very first pair of LeBron 8s. Pretty cool box. I do like the lion on it. He's always symbolized with a lion, so I do like that, as lions are the king of the jungle, and well, he's the king. So I like that. I could do without his million-yard stare, like he's staring through you lustfully. That's a little creepy to me. Don't really know what Nike was thinking with that. I can understand it more if he was doing like a Calvin Klein underwear modeling ad or something, but that's just a little like, word? Why are you looking at me like that, LeBron? Stop looking at me like that. And no matter where you look, he's still looking at you, see? He's side-eyeing you at the 1,000-yard stare. So once you get past the creepiness of the top of the box, very basic other than that. Side has a swoosh, back says LeBron 8 version 2. Side has a swoosh, and finally the front. Again, just a swoosh and says LeBron 8 version 2, size 15. The bottom, pretty standard as well, has all of the different breakdowns of Nike. Nike swoosh, swoosh, Nike Air, swoosh Air, and so on. And finally the Nike LeBron Signature 8 version 2. So now let's sit down so you can actually check these gems out. So now that we got through the box and all that fun stuff, let's get to the shoe. Now these give you a little bit of notice, a little breakdown beforehand. When these shoes first came out, I liked them. But I'd never seen the TV show, and I also wasn't in LeBrons at the time. So while I liked them, I didn't love them. And I didn't feel that they were that necessary to buy. Even though I probably could have at that point, because LeBrons weren't selling that crazy when these first dropped. I saw them available for more than just a release day. Same thing with the Sprites and the Solar Reds when they first dropped. They were around. Obviously the South Beach is sold out like crazy. Wow, that is so random that I'm about to do these shoes and the show just came on TV. That is crazy. Sorry. But that really threw me off because, little side note, in between video 1 and this being video 2, I changed the channel, watched TV for a couple seconds, and I changed it down to Spike, apparently right as the hour was changing, and Entourage just came on. These are the LeBron 8 version 2 Entourage editions. As I was saying, I hadn't ever seen the show at that point, so I wasn't that into the shoe. But now that I've seen Entourage, and it has become one of my favorite shows because it's so well written, these became a shoe that I had to have. So I was able to work out a trade. Now in hindsight, well, I'm sure I got a little ripped off by it, but I'm okay with it. Didn't realize how well the Dornbecker 4s were selling, and I also didn't realize the condition that both these and these, which was my trade, were in. The pictures were a little deceiving. So if they would have been DS, I think it would have been a decent trade, but whatever. At the end of the day, I got 2 pairs of shoes I liked and will actually wear instead of a pair of shoes that I wasn't that fond of and were just worth a lot of money. So without any further ado, I'm done talking. That was like a 5-minute lead into this video. I apologize. Let's see the shoe, because I know that's what you guys are here for. You're not here to hear me talk. You're here to hear any random smack dick talk, but you're here to see the shoes. So let's show you some shoes. Alright, first off, love this shoe. I really do. I am a huge fan of this kick. So many things about it I think are very well done. I really think this might have been the pinnacle of LeBron's. I do love LeBron 9s. As you guys know, I have a really expansive LeBron 9 collection, but I do like the 8s a little bit more for some reasons that we'll get into. So let me get up close so you can actually see the ins and outs of my very first pair of LeBron 8s. So, woo, there we go. Got a nice quick at the camera shot. So first thing you can see is similar to the 7 in terms of a full-size shoe, high top, about the same length, still a lot of exposed fly wire. In my opinion, a really cool-looking shoe. Obviously, the blue is the most prominent in what catches your eye first and foremost, since it is about 85% of the shoe. We've got a nylon behind the fly wire going around the toe box, and then again on both sides of the fly wire here. It's a nylon with the exposed fly wire in it, as well as the yellow swoosh here, and then the black swoosh with a yellow outline, both of which are vinyl on this vinyl-y, nylon-y type of mid. In between those spots, you have a perforated circular pattern that goes around the toe box, as well as both sides of the mid and up onto the ankle support and around both sides to the upper there. Definitely is a weird fabric. I've never really seen this fabric used, so I don't really know what to call it, so I'm just calling it a circular cut nylon thing. So if anybody knows what the actual term is, hit me up, give me some knowledge. So one thing I love that really works so well with the Entourage theme is the little details of it. You have not just yellow fly wire exposed here, you also have only 4 of the fly wire is black, so I really think that adds some nice contrast. Same thing with the lace loop up here. You've got, in my opinion, a really, really cool color that adds, again, with the 8 theme. If you notice, it's an 8 in the hourglass there for the 8. Again, adding some yellow to it, yellow here, and then, of course, you see the yellow sole that bleeds up and around on both sides. So definitely some good detail work put into that, in my opinion. Before we get around to the back and show some of the more intricate details of the shoe, I really do like the tongue. You've got an awesome lion face there. Let me get up close so you can see it. Kind of creepy looking, actually. Dude's straight staring. He's got a 1,000-yard stare here. But it's got the yellow eyes, and it's kind of ghosted on the tongue. I really like that. They actually went away from having the signature on the tongue, but still something I think really cool. That's on top of a perforated blue tongue. Got the black laces in there. Sadly, the dude didn't send me the yellows. I got to hit him up, see if I can get them from him. But got the, let's get up close so you can see there. On the tips, got nice blue tips with the yellow LeBron writing. Really like how that looks. Another thing that I really like is on the back here. This is where the signature actually moved to. It's no longer on the tongue. It's now on the back with the swoosh underneath a little pull tab here. I really like the styling of that, how you have this raised up. I think that looks really cool. And it gives the shoe a little bit of contour as well. So I really think that's cool. And I like how you've got a different plastic, vinyl, rubbery thing behind here. Really works with the other vinyl. And I just think it gives it some good contrast. You have multiple colors of blue, even though it's still the same color blue. Thanks to the contrast of the textures, it works well. Especially with this vinyl that goes around and up on both sides of all the lace loops. Really like that. And then, of course, you've got right here, I don't know if you guys can see it because it's so shiny, but this one says James, the other one says LeBron right there. Pretty similar to most of the other ones. They kind of kept with that. Somewhere either on the bottom lace or right here it says LeBron James on it, so I really like that. Going inside, you can see this. It says designed, and I believe it says engineered to the exact specifications of Mr. LeBron James. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then the 82 is for 82 games in the season. And then the 8, I believe, is because it's just the 8s. Not positive. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. Let me know if I am. I'm always curious. Then we go inside. Again, really cool. On the actual, let me see if you can see that. I think the shadows are too much there. Well, it's got a different crest in the heel. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys can't see that. There's too many shadows from the overall shoe. But really cool look. It's a vinyl inside plate there. And again, I really think it's a pretty cool look with it. And then before we go down to the sole, separating the yellow sole that's bled up, we have, well, first off, the clear, actually, you know what, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that is a clear. It's a clear air packet with the blue insides. And again, 360 air packet. Love that. One of my favorite things about the 7s and 8s was the 360 air packet. And then you have the black midsole that runs along, separating the air packet with the rest of the blue on the shoe. So now we can go to the sole, and you guys can see the rest of my very first pair of LeBron 8s. And there we go. Boom. This is the LeBron 8 sole. So first off, thing you notice, you've got another 8 here in the heel, keeping with the 8 theme of the whole shoe. You've got, looks like an hourglass, but it is still an 8. In the middle of, or I'm sorry, around that 8, you have the standard up and down diagonal design for tread that goes up the heel and all the way into the toe box on both sides, with a pretty cool, with the same lion in the center. It's actually a clear plastic hardwood piece, or I'm sorry, a hard plastic or hard rubber piece, and inside you can actually see the air packet going back and forth. So really cool look with that. Going around all of the blue, you've got obviously the yellow tread working around the outside of the heel and up along the outside of the foot and around the toe. Pretty standard straight line styling. Nothing too crazy, but I think it really works well. I don't think it's too over the top, but I think it's still a little extreme enough that it works well, that it still jumps out and it's not super basic and super generic. So let me get back here. But overall, this was my favorite of the LeBron 8s. More, yes, I know, more than the South Beaches. These were my favorites. More than the Solars, more than everything. These were my absolute favorite 8s. So I'm super juiced I was able to get them. Even though they aren't in as great a shape as I would like, that just means I'm going to wear them sooner. So it's probably a better thing. I'll actually wear these pair and then find another pair to keep DS. But I'm really happy with this shoe. I'm probably actually going to bust it out this coming weekend. I've wanted them for so long. Now that I finally got them, I can't sit on these. So definitely excited about this. My very first pair of LeBron 8 version 2s, the Entourage colorway. So once again, thank you guys for checking out my videos. I am Matthew Maley. This is MatthewMaley.com, and this is my sneaker collection edition 2 of 4, the LeBron 8 version 2 Entourage. So stay tuned. Still got 2 more videos to go. Obviously these joints, and then whatever in this white box. So we got 2 more videos to go, so definitely stay tuned. You know you want to check out what's the rest to come. And as always, thank you guys for checking out my videos. Of course, you can check everything else out at MatthewMaley.com. You can also check me out directly on YouTube. Just search for Matthew Maley Poker. You can like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also check me out on Facebook. Again, search for Matthew Maley Poker. I post all my videos and all my major big news announcements on there, so check me out, like the page. You can also follow your boy on Twitter. I am at Matthew Maley. So stay tuned on there, and well, until the next video, I'm signing off. I think I'm going to go watch the rest of this episode of Entourage. Maybe even throw these on for the episode. And then we'll come back to knock these out. So stay tuned and peace out, y'all.